So there are a lot of controversy is going on regarding this new product from Minimalist, that is the multi-peptide serum, and I am here to solve out all of your queries. This product was launched, however, I think 3 weeks to a month back, and I have tried this serum for at least a month to post my review. So here I am giving my detailed review about the serum, and I'm also addressing some of the controversial topics such as being a mutagenic product, meaning it can cause skin cancer, or your moles and tags go all over your face. So stay tuned till the end of the video to know all the sciencey stuff regarding this product, how it works, how peptides works. This video would be a little bit longer than all of the reviews because I am going to go much more detailed and much more in depth because most of you guys are apparently scared of this tiny product. So if you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Moitri Haldar. I do post a lot of skincare content such as this one mixed with a couple of contents that I really like. So if you are into that genre, then do consider subscribing and hitting on that bell notification to get notified every time I upload. And also do not forget to follow me in my social media accounts where I'm active and you get to be a part of what goes into my videos, especially my Instagram where I'm the most active among all. And also I do a couple of live sessions to answer back all of your guys' queries. The link to all of them would be in the bottom part of the description box below. Now going straight with the product itself, this is the multi-peptide serum from Minimalist, which they launched I think a month back, and I have pre-ordered it and I'm using it for at least 3 weeks now, and I do have some thoughts to share. But before going that, let's just quickly go through its claims. It claims to be a rejuvenating collagen boosting serum that restores youthfulness, resulting in younger, firmer looking skin. Now before diving into the ingredients, because this product is called a multi-peptide serum, let me brief you guys a little bit about what is peptide. Now peptides are essentially the fragments of proteins formed when amino acids bond together. So for example, 2 amino acids bond together is called dipeptide, or 3 amino acids bond together is called tripeptide, and then 4 amino acids tetrapeptide, and so on and so forth. Proteins, on the other hand, are composed of amino acids. So both of them sounds quite similar, but they are not. Both of them have similar building blocks, that is the amino acid. But when you talk about the differences, the size matters. So in peptides is 50 or less amino acids, and in proteins is 50 or more amino acids, sometimes made up of polypeptides, and poly means many, so a long chain of amino acids. So these were all the sciencey stuff, but what it does exactly to skincare in general. So peptides naturally occur in our body, and it is formed from, first of all, extracellular matrix or ECM proteins, which are also responsible for your collagen or elastin, and also from another precursor of protein, that is AMP or antimicrobial peptide. If you are concerned about the term precursor, then I have gone into much more detail in my hyaluronic acid video, which will be linked in the description box below. So proteins that are liberated by partial proteolysis, that essentially means the breakdown of this ECM that I mentioned, that is the extracellular matrix, forms a very important stuff that is called matrikines. And throughout this video, you will see a lot of matrikines popping up. So you might be thinking, what does this matrikines do? So these are like the CEO of this company of cells. So it regulates those cells through cell signaling. So for example, if your collagen is degraded, it signals those cells to produce more collagen. Now that we know about matrikines and peptides, let's go on to the ingredient list of the product right here. As always, I'll mention the goods and the bads, but this product doesn't have any bad whatsoever, so I'm only going to mention the good part. Coming to the first complicated term that you guys are freaking out, which is mentioned clearly in this product, that is Matrixyl 3000, and this product has 7% of it. So basically it's a peptide composition which is trademarked and developed by Sederma Incorporation in France. It is the first anti-aging ingredient based on the matrikines peptide technology that I mentioned in the peptides part. This Matrixyl 3000 is mainly composed of 2 ingredients, that is palmitoyl tripeptide 1 and palmitoyl tetrapeptide 7, which are the 4th and 5th ingredient of this product. Coming to the next complicated term or the most controversial term, which is bioplacenta. This product right here contains 3% of it. Now before going into bioplacenta, let's just focus upon what the term placenta means. So placenta is basically present in our body, in mammals and also in plants. And in human body, you can see the term placenta popping up when there is pregnancy involved, because the fluid that surrounds the uterus when you have a baby inside you is essentially placenta, and it's very beneficial and very important for the baby because it provides everything that is necessary to a baby, such as nutrients, and also it protects a baby and essentially breathes life into human cells. As I've said, it is present in humans, mammals, and also in plants. It is present in the pistil part of the plant. That is, if you guys remember from your biology class, if you have a flower drawing and you can see the stem part, that is the pistil part of a plant. This product right here has bioplacenta, meaning the placenta they have chosen to include is from plants. Because if you get human placenta or mammal's placenta, first of all, it is not ethical. Second, it might be too expensive. Now coming on to what does it exactly does in terms of skincare or our skin health or in the body. Now placenta or this bioplacenta contains a very important stuff, or if your product is referring to placenta or bioplacenta, the main ingredient that they put is a couple of growth factors. Now what does this term growth factors means? Now as the name suggests, growth factors stimulate the cell regeneration that in turn fights various signs of aging by prompting the cells to produce the structural components of the skin that are responsible for your skin elasticity, plumpness, bounciness, such as the collagen or elastin. And they are available in a bunch of different forms, such as the EGF, which is the epidermal growth factor, BFGF, which is the basic fibroblast growth factor, VEGF, vascular endothelial growth factor, IGF-1 or insulin-like growth factor, and lastly AFGF or acidic fibroblast growth factors. And these 5 growth factors are present in this product right here, one of each. Now we are going to talk specifically about EGF or epidermal growth factor because that is the term many people are going haywire about. Now it is a naturally occurring growth factor which is present in our body, and it heals the skin by promoting DNA synthesis and cell proliferation. Now EGF has been studied heavily in medicine but not as much in skincare or topical skincare. EGF works in fibroblasts to produce more collagen, and it has also been shown to have a lot of wound healing properties. But coming to the controversial topic of being blacklisted by persons who are suffering from skin cancer, skin tags, skin moles, and potentially causing skin cancer. Now let me first clear the very important stuff. EGF are not mutagenic, meaning it won't cause you skin cancer. But these are mitogenic. That means it will promote proliferation of specific cells. So it can be either your skin tag, skin moles or skin cancer, but it is not something that has been researched because this is a very new term that has been popping out. So there are not a lot of evidence regarding if you put any product that contains EGF or any kind of growth factors will potentially worsen your skin cancer or skin tag or skin moles to go haywire and cover your whole entire body. But as a word of caution, I would suggest if your family has a history of skin cancer, if you have any skin tag, skin moles which are really prominent, you might not consider putting this product or any kind of EGF or growth factor or bioplacenta products, because EGF is known to not really differentiate the good cells or the bad cells, being the skin cancer cells or skin tag cells or skin mole cells. So people who are suffering from the skin condition that I mentioned tend to skip any kind of EGF or bioplacenta products. But as I've said, there are not a lot of research that backs up this particular statement. That was a lot of sciencey stuff, but other than the EGF or bioplacenta or Matrixyl 3000, it also contains a lot of humectants and a lot of emollients which will not only moisturize your skin but also will prevent the transepidermal water loss, because a little bit of research that was done on EGF or any kind of growth factors when applied topically, it really has been shown to prevent epidermal water loss and providing a lot of hydration. Thus this product, if you are not into those peptides or if you think peptides are gimmicky, this product can serve as a really good hydrating kind of a serum. Lastly, if you are allergic to aloe vera, because Minimalist product does contains a lot of aloe vera juice instead of water, this product however uses water as its base, so you can pretty much try it if you have allergy to aloe vera juice. Coming to a couple of product specifications, starting with the texture. As it contains water, the texture of this product is pretty watery and it gets absorbed pretty easily. It doesn't feel heavy on your skin, neither you will feel any kind of stickiness. Coming to the potency, it does contain 7% of Matrixyl 3000 and 3% of bioplacenta, which makes this product as an anti-aging kind of a preventive measure. So people who are under 21 years do not need any kind of product like this, because your body is producing enough and you do not need this stuff. So anyone who is above 21 can easily use this as a preventive measure, or anyone who has mature skin can add this product as a part of their anti-aging routine. But however, you cannot replace this with any kind of retinoid or any kind of other anti-aging product that you might try, because this product serves as a great add-on but not a replacement. Following up with the packaging, it does comes in a tinted glass dropper bottle, and I'm not really sure why they did it, but I'm really glad that they chose to include a tinted bottle, because any kind of product, if you give in tinted bottle, it does prolongs the overall shelf life. If you are curious about the shelf life, however, it is present in every product packaging. You can see a container like this and you can see the clear sign. If it is similar to this, then it is 6 months, or if you can see 7M, so 7 months, 9M or 9 months. And one thing, if anyone who is from Minimalist is watching this video, I want to mention that the newer product that you guys have has a lot of leaking issues. So I also faced it with my Squalane. Even if I just shut it down, it does gives me a little bit of leaking, so it is not something that is ideal, because every time it's leaking, literally I'm wasting my money. Something that you might need to work on. Coming to the price range, it retails for 699 rupees for 30 ml, which is a bang for your buck, considering it contains a lot of EGF and a lot of growth factors, because a product containing a EGF such as this one might cost you thousands of rupees, because it can go up to like $200 or $300. Coming to the application part, you can pretty much use this as any kind of serums to apply it before moisturizing and after cleansing or toning. But what I personally do is that every time I'm chemically exfoliating my skin, I make a concoction out of this. So I apply a little bit of moisturizer, a little bit of tamanu oil, a little bit of niacinamide, and also this peptide serum, which does serve as a great food after that exfoliation, but also making sure I get a little bit use of this particular peptide, because peptides on top of your skin doesn't really work and it needs to be penetrated deep into your skin. So every time you're exfoliating can potentially increase the efficacy of a product such as this one. Coming to my thoughts, I have used this product for 3 weeks. I did not face any kind of purging, because it is not an acidic pH kind of a product or any kind of product that will give you a lot of purging, but some people might get purging or might get breakout by using this particular product. I pretty much use this as everyday eye care situation, so I mix a little bit of moisturizer with a little bit of this peptide serum. You can do the same, and I apply it specifically towards the eye region to just give it a little bit of boost, because I do have a lot of crow's feet and peptides can really help you with the collagen production and the fine lines and the overall hydration. You won't see any kind of visible result, because a product like this won't give you any kind of visible result. It is a preventive measure in terms of your anti-aging or your overall skincare. And the reason I do not attach any kind of before and after result, because as a skincare enthusiast like me, I pretty much apply a lot of products in my daily skincare routine. So if I see any kind of visible result, that means all of the products are working towards to giving me a healthier glow or the fading of acne marks. But in the kojic acid serum, I have given you before and after result, because kojic acid is something that does gives you a lot of fast result, and I was really curious about the affordable kojic acid serum, so I only used that particular product for a week, 2 weeks maybe, and it did give me results. So I thought of including those pics, but that is the reason of me not giving before and after result. You guys were curious about it, so I wanted to address this issue. So following up with the pros and cons, the pros being it is a really affordable serum, keeping in mind it contains EGF. Product like this can go up to like $200 or $300. It is a really hydrating serum, because as I've told you, the research done on EGF did indicate indicate that it does helps you with your transepidermal water loss. If you are not a fan of using only hyaluronic acid products, you can use a product like this because it does contains a salt form of hyaluronic acid, which is sodium hyaluronate, and also a peptide and all of that jazz, and all the other stuff that are present in this product. So it will give you a lot of hydration. It also contains emollients, which will soften your skin. It is a great anti-aging add-on, so you can pretty much add into your anti-aging prevention technique or your active anti-aging treatments. Lastly, coming on to cons, I do have a concern, however, because many of you guys who are watching me are teenagers or are below under 21 years. So I will suggest something like this for anyone above 21 years, because this is something that you personally do not need. And if you apply below 21 years, there is no side effect, but why waste your money? Lastly, coming on to my verdict, I do think this product is a very fantastic add-on to my current skincare routine, because it does gives me a little bit of boost of peptides, and I do use it every single day as an alternative to those expensive eye creams. So I personally love it, but it is a product which is not suitable for everyone. As I mentioned, people who has a lot of skin tags or skin moles and have a history of skin cancer might skip a product like this, because there is not a lot of research backed regarding either it is bad or good. So if you want to be safe than sorry, then you might skip it. But overall, for a normal person like me, you can pretty much go ahead and use this product according to your skin needs. So hey guys, that was my review on this controversial serum from Minimalist, that is the multi-peptide serum. If you guys have any kind of queries, do mention it in the comment box below. Like this video if you liked my content and going into the myths which are pitted into your brains by this influencer who cannot tell you why it is bad, but only will tell you it is bad and bad. Share this video to any of your friends again who have a misconception about this product and you want to educate them. And lastly, subscribe to my channel, hit on that bell notification, and I'll see you tomorrow with my keratosis pilaris video, because that was requested a hell lot. So bye bye and take care.